I'm hoping our offense actually shows up today. But I'm preparing myself for another loss. I'm hoping we win, but we'll see. Hey, we also have the Red River shootout to flip back and forth through, so there's that in case the West Virginia Baylor game gets out of control. That's one thing that I'm not expecting today. I don't expect the game to be out of control because even though we're 2-3, we've all of the losses have been by one possession, so which is actually worse because you still have a chance at the end of the game and you still lose. So it's I don't know. I just want to win today. That's all I want. I just want to win. That's it. By the way, you'll probably hear other voices and noises and stuff. Hey. I think your food's done. Speaking of which. Yeah, I think it's done. Are you eating in there? Probably a good thing to eat in there. If it's like pizza or finger food, something like that, I'll let him eat in here, but he's eating ravioli. That's a little messy. What time do we have? Hold on, guys. So last week I went over to Uncle Lou's for the Georgia watch party, and I stayed over for the 3:30 West Virginia game. And when I say West Virginia football affects my health, I mean it. You can ask all the people that were there that day. They thought they were gonna have to take me to the hospital. Not just because I was going off, but like they said the color in my face completely drained, that I went completely white, that I was shaking a little bit, which I didn't know all that. I just knew I was very angry. And they literally had to keep asking me, hey, are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Like, it really affected my health. So, if West Virginia does that again, it's going to affect my health. I can't control it. It is what it is. Now, I get over it, and by the next day, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not going to, die or anything like that. I really do get that. I really do get that stressed and that mad, that anxiety. And so there we go. Texas Tech. They were the reason why my health suffered last week. And that's the thing. I thought I was just going to be able to watch that game and just relax and see what we needed to improve on. I was not expecting West Virginia to lose, so that kind of added to it. Like, that was not on my radar at all. I was even wondering why West Virginia was only favored. I was like, man, that's an easy bet. People should bet West Virginia and lay the 7. Well, I guess they knew that West Virginia was going to have a hangover from the Virginia Tech and Oklahoma games. So, personally, I just wasn't expecting it. So, yeah. And the reason I have a red cap on my mic is because my cats have torn up my blue cover, my yellow cover, and some of my black cover. So now I'm down to the red one, which has nothing to do with West Virginia. Maybe mad. Maybe it could represent I'm mad. I don't know, but that's why I have a red cover. In case y'all are wondering. Watching game day right now, guys. And don't forget to Make sure to hit that like button. That helps this live stream hit more algorithms. It gets suggested more, so more people to come. And, the more the merrier. Even though I'm streaming West Virginia at Baylor, I want as many fan base in here talking about their games that are going on as well. Reactions from them as well. So 8 minutes till kickoff, and I'll probably flip back and forth between West Virginia, Baylor, and Oklahoma, Texas. I need to move this light so I can see. So they're talking about UConn, UMass. What's y'all's pick? I'm picking UMass just because it's a home game. But these are the two worst teams in FBS. Who do y'all have? Do y'all have UConn or UMass? I'm taking UMass. I don't think Texas is going to roll Oklahoma. I think it's a rivalry game. It's going to be close. But I am taking Texas. And that's the first time I've picked Texas in at least 2 years. So there you go. But who do y'all have between the pillow fight? UConn and UMass. We got one for UMass. I'm taking UMass, by the way. But only because it's at UMass. And UConn only lost to Vanderbilt by 3, so, Mike could pull off the win here. But I think UMass is the slight underdog. I think UConn is a 3.5-point favorite. But, that's fine. I did not include that in picks for this week. Which, by the way, even though I hate Friday games because I haven't done very well, last night I actually hit my Friday pick. Arizona State beat Stanford 28-10. I laid the 13. They won by 18. That's a win. So I'm actually off to a good start this week. 1-0, baby. The noon games, as far as ranked, I took Texas straight up. Oklahoma's favored by 3. I took Ohio State, laid the 21. I took Michigan State, laid the 5.5. And I took Ole Miss, laid the 5.5. So we'll have to keep an eye on those games. And then after the noon games, I'm going to get off here and take a break. I'm going to help clean around here. I got to take trash down to the dump, all that stuff. So we'll get these noon games under our belt. Let's see. The Wake Forest Syracuse pick for game day. I have Syracuse because Syracuse is good at beating good teams in the dome. So, yeah, I'm taking the Cuse. Corso took Syracuse. And if you are ahead of me, don't tell me. I think Herb Street's taking Syracuse. I'm not sure. He's at least teasing it. Yep. Two picked Syracuse. Lee Corso and Herb Street. So, whatever that's worth. Oregon State at Washington State. Oregon State, I think if they win this game, they get ranked. Because they are in first place in the Pac-12 North, and they'll be 5-1. So, could you imagine Oregon State with a ranking beside their name? That's crazy. Now they do have to win today, but Washington State's not a good team, so we'll see. And Oregon State's only loss was that first game at Purdue, and it wasn't by much. So right now we have 25 people in here, 11 likes. I would appreciate it very much if y'all hit the like button to get this thing suggested more throughout YouTube and all the social media platforms. Basically, just to get more people in here, more fan bases, because even though I'm streaming West Virginia Baylor game, there's other games going on. So I want other fan bases in here as well and get their reaction as these games are going on. See what I'm saying? Even though I'm personally watching West Virginia Baylor, there's other good games on for the noontime slot. The biggest one is the rivalry game between number 6 Oklahoma and number 21 Texas, and then the other big one, number 13 Arkansas at number 17 Ole Miss. So 2 big games, and then of course Ohio State hosting Maryland. I don't think the Buckeyes have any trouble with that. And then Rutgers hosting number 11 Michigan State. I think the Spartans get the job done there. But even besides that, we have some other conference matchups that I didn't pick that are going on at noon. A lot of noon games going on, so yeah, I want as many fan bases in here as possible. Either we can celebrate together because our teams won, or we can be depressed together because our teams lost. I'll probably be depressed because West Virginia will probably lose. I do think West Virginia has a big bounce-back game, though. I really do. But we'll see. We cannot lose 3 games in a row. That's not good. Oh, you're good, Joey, man. No problem. I appreciate all the help. That's true. That's true. Joe Manchin actually even offered to get involved if necessary for West Virginia to get into the ACC, and President Gordon Gee said, "No, thank you. We don't need your help. We got this." So, I mean, I've kind of just backed away from West Virginia to the ACC because, you know, I'm not hearing anything new. I'm hearing the same thing. And people are like, well, I'm not seeing any proof, and, you know, the Big 12 expanded, so I'm just like, you know, okay, I'm just letting things happen then. I'm just going to let things happen when they happen, but that's a true story. Joe Manchin is saying that West Virginia is going to the ACC, and even offered, you know, help, saying, does he need to get involved? West Virginia said, no, we don't need you, we're good, meaning they already know they're going to the ACC. So y'all take it for what it is. But yeah, I've kind of backed away from that until some announcements get made. I already know, but, you know, people like calling me stupid for that, which is fine. I get it. See it when you believe it type of thing. No problem. And now the cats are fighting, of course. Right when I do a live show, the freaking cats start fighting. Munch, why are you doing that? Do you care to elaborate on the Joe Manchin Gordon Gee conversation? I'm a current student at WVU and am not a huge fan of Gee. Kind of think of him as the devil, but if he gets us in, he will always be welcome. Gordon Gee is actually great for West Virginia. He has a lot of contacts. That's one of the main reasons why West Virginia is getting into the ACC. He used to be on the board with the ACC. He's friends with pretty much everybody in the ACC. He's very good friends with Jim Phillips. And pretty much the conversation between Gordon Gee and Joe Manchin was such that Joe Manchin wants West Virginia in the ACC. So he reached out to Gordon Gee because he heard, that might happen. He said, hey, if you need me to get involved as a governor to get West Virginia into the ACC, let me know and I'll make it happen. And Gordon Gee said, no, we don't need you because, it's pretty much going to happen already. But I guess if something were to happen, things start falling through, we still have the governor to do whatever he can do to help make it happen, whatever that means. So that's basically the gist of that conversation. Joe Manchin offering his services, if necessary, to get West Virginia into the ACC, and Gordon Gee telling him, "Thank you. We'll keep that in the back of our heads, but right now we don't need your help. We know we're going to the ACC." That's how that happened. Gordon Gee is a very smart person, and him and Jim Phillips talked about the academics thing because that's the one thing that's been talked about that might senator. I keep thinking him as governor. That is correct. He's the senator, not the governor anymore. He was the governor when I lived in West Virginia, so that's where my brain goes. Yes, he's a senator. Alright, so I'm gonna keep. Should have had. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I got it flipped over to West Virginia Baylor. But I have the Red River shootout on previous, so I can click back and forth. Doesn't look like there's very many people in the stands at this moment, but they'll probably fill it up. People probably late. I don't understand that, though. And West Virginia does the same thing. Why, if you know the game starts at noon, why are you showing up in the middle of the first quarter or start of the second or, whenever? It's always gotten on my mind, on my nerves. Governor Justice, on the other hand, is a billionaire. He has clout and money. He's the one to push the ACC agenda. Yeah, I don't know where he stands on that. Grandpa Patriot Show says, I used to have to park the satellite truck for the Red River rivalry for ABC, and after the game had to drive through the fair. It was crazy. The Mountaineer Effect says he's all for it. Yeah, I think pretty much anybody involved in the actual West Virginia University and the politics want this to happen, because we all remember the rivalry, with Pitt, Virginia Tech. I mean, that game this year in Morgantown was an epic game. We want that every single year, not just, a home and home once a decade. That doesn't cut it. And then you have pretty much all the rivalries, West Virginia, Virginia Tech, West Virginia Pitt, West Virginia Syracuse, West Virginia Louisville, West Virginia Boston College, West Virginia Miami. And then the rest of the ACC, I think, will bud some good rivalries. So, kickoff, he kicks it through the end zone. Baylor, touchback, they get the ball. So, here we go, the first series. Defense gets the first crack at this, which I'm actually happy about that. I don't like it when West Virginia gets the ball first, because you just never know if they're going to score or not. So, at least if you hold the other team from scoring, even if you don't score, you're still even. Good read by the defense. Good start right there. I think it's still 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 25. Just shy of the 25. And West Virginia, I get why West Virginians are reacting. Oh, that should have been picked off. Dadgummit. He's gone. That's not a good start. That was a all or nothing play for our defense. He was right there to pick it off, and he didn't get it, and dude's gone. Not good. And that was our defense. That's supposed to be the best part of our team. I don't understand why the safety was so far down. Because after... Was it the linebacker or was that the safety? Yeah, after the linebacker overplayed it, no safety help. I don't understand that. Safety was completely out of place. Oh my gosh. Y'all have to wake up. It's like it takes them... It's like it takes them a quarter or two to wake up to be in... You're in the game right now. You have to wake up right now. If West Virginia gets dominated in this game, it's really... It's going to be tough to keep defending Neil Brown. Not a good start. Yeah, I wish I could control my meltdowns, but unfortunately I cannot. Shoot. West Virginia with the ball on their 25 now. Had to call a timeout. I don't know. He's mad about something. I think he's mad at the refs. Yeah, and why is the play clock at 24 right now? That should reset to 25, right? I kind of actually get that. What's going on with the play clock? So he's mad about something. And they started the play clock. Oh. The play guy is not... Something's not right. That's weird. My bad. So they stop it at the timeout and then start it back up. Okay. But still, that first one. Good swing pass. First down. See, this is what we need. We don't have to have home run plays. I mean, Deggy does not have that great of an arm. So, chunking yards, first downs. Give our defense some rest. This is exactly what we need. Nothing stupid, easy plays, gain yards. Oh, we were short, but he just now got it. I don't understand how they marked him short on that second down run, but whatever. We got it. Ball on the 35. Looks like Baylor's playing a two deep. Oh, burned it too. Burned it. That's what we needed right there. That is what we needed. That was a great play call for the cover two. Great. Nice. Whenever a defense is in cover 2, the middle of the field is where you want to go the most. Why can he not throw a screen pass? A simple freaking screen pass. Daggy cannot, for whatever reason, he can't throw a stinking screen pass. This entire season, not just for that. No, it was a good play call. Daggy just can't throw a screen. Like the simplest pass there is, he cannot complete a screen for whatever reason. Stupid. Touchdown. Good play call right there. Okay, so we did answer. That's good. That's good. Okay. That's good. That was a dangerous pass, though. Not going to lie. I thought the underneath guy had a shot. Right there. Number 7 or whatever number that was. Number 4. About got his hands on that. But he didn't. Touchdown West Virginia. That's good. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. I will take that. Texas already up 7-0. Wow. A 75-yard touchdown pass. Wow. Yeah, I did pick Texas in that game, by the way. Man. Is that just one play? First offensive play, Texas goes 75 yards on one play. 7-0. 24 seconds into the game, and Texas is already up 7-0. Yikes for Oklahoma fans. Not good. Well, it's good for my pick, but not for Oklahoma fans. I try to be empathetic. It's not just about my particular picks. I have a lot of Oklahoma subscribers. So sorry, I had to recenter to the table, and it was making the. We're good. I'm just glad we answered, and we answered quickly, so that's a good sign. West Virginia really needs this win right here. Badly. Third down and 7. Oklahoma's offense not looking good again so far. Early in that game. For Billy Paul. May have to dip into Acuña's channel if Texas starts getting way ahead. See how he's holding up. Yeah, you might want to check on that. Was the punt blocked? Is that what you're saying? Uh-oh. Because I know it was 4th and 16. Are you saying Texas blocked that? Because I can't see the game this second. Somebody said blocked. What does that mean? I need, Oh, they did block the punt, and it's on the 2-yard line for Texas. Holy crap. Got the worst start for an Oklahoma fan you can imagine. That's not good. Get him. Good tackle. Good tackle. I like it. Ball on the Oklahoma 2. 2nd and goal. Yikes. I didn't get to see. Who did Corso pick? Did he pick Texas or Oklahoma? Second down and 11. Dropped. Dropped. I'll take it. They might end up benching Spencer Rattler. He's not, this whole season, he hasn't looked confident at all. 3rd down and 11 for Baylor. Come on, guys. Get a stop here. Ah, free play. Son of a bee. Was it a false start? Stupid penalty. Touchdown Texas, 14-0. Wow. Wow. So now it's 3rd down and 6. Sweet play. Pursuit. Pursuit. Fourth down, but they might go for it. They're going for it. Come on, guys. Stop him. Oh, crap. They had him in the backfield, and he bounced. Y'all have to wrap up in the backfield. Come on. I hate it when defenses do that. Like, he's right there. You have hands on him right there, and he pushes you off. You gotta wrap up somehow. Oh no. Secondary guy. What are y'all doing? What? Y'all are biting that hard to where everybody collapses? If he doesn't stumble, he's gonna score. Why is everybody biting so hard? Stop over pursuing. Alright, so let's hold them to a field goal. I don't like the other team getting points, but at least hold them to a field goal. We are good in the red zone, so as far as defense goes, we are good in the red zone, so let's hope for a field goal attempt here. So less than 2 minutes into the game, Texas goes up 2 touchdowns. Looks like 2nd and 1 for Baylor inside the or third and short. Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm liking that Texas pick right now. But still a lot of game to be played. But I did take Texas. Jumped. What? What the heck is wrong with our defense today? No, I actually want Ohio State to blast Maryland. I mean, we're 2-3, so it doesn't matter if Maryland wins right now. I don't care. We need to win today. Second time we jumped off sides. Don't want to get into a shootout. Two freaking big plays. We've already given up on defense. What? It's going to be a long day if that keeps happening. It is going to be a long freaking day. And we've already jumped off sides twice. Twice. And that last one, it gave them a free play, touchdown Baylor. So, you know. Hopefully our offense showed up today because it looks like our defense didn't. Dang, guys. I'm not liking this so far. Yeah, I need luck for a win and for my health because so far they're already tearing me up mentally and physically. Defense has jumped off sides twice already, and we've already given up 2 big plays of at least 25 yards or more. Yet that's not good. Well, Neil Brown is a good coach. And we do have a good defense. Obviously, they're not doing very good right now. Our offensive line needs to gel better, and we need a quarterback. That's West Virginia's problem. Now, yes, we're making mistakes, and that does fall on the coach. But overall, West Virginia is close to being a good team, but just not there yet. One mistake, one big play, one possession away from being at least 4-1, if not undefeated. We lost to Maryland by 6. We lost to Oklahoma by 3. We lost to Texas Tech by 3. I'm hoping we beat Baylor by 3. Can I at least get that? Beat Baylor. We don't have to crush them. Just win by 3. Last second field goal for West Virginia. Why can't it be our turn? I swear, if we lose on a last second field goal for the 3rd game in a row, I don't even know. Please, for the sake of my health, at least play good today. Never give up on the season. Never give up on the season. No. If you're going to take it out, take it out. Don't hesitate. Now, he turned it into a decent play, but those little things of jumping off sides, hesitation on a kickoff return, those are little things that can add up. That dude was wide freaking open. How does somebody get... Good pass, decent pass by Deggy. James, dude, you had the first down and then you cut behind it. Why did you do that? Why did he do that? I hate it when players do that. You already had the first down. Don't try to get fancy smancy and, oh, I'm going to turn this into a touchdown. No, you had the first down. Just go forward. If you don't get any more yards, that's fine. You literally lost the first down. So it's 2nd down and 2. First down. That's good. So it looks like Baylor is getting big plays, scoring super fast, and West Virginia is putting together drives. I'm okay with that, but our defense needs to step it up. Cannot give up big plays. I think that was a 4-yard gain by Lady Brown. So, no, 3-yard. 2nd and 7. I thought that was a 4-yard gain. Come on, guys. Good pickup, Daggy. At least he got rid of it. He's learning his lesson. Every time he has to scramble, I get nervous. He's not good scrambling. He either takes an unnecessary sack or throws an interception. At least he threw it away right there. Intercepted. Called it. Yank him. Let's see what happened on this. That one was actually on the receiver. He slipped on his route. So what happened on that was he threw it on the cut, and his receiver was supposed to be at that spot, but he slipped up. That one was on the receiver, but still, Daggy is not a good quarterback. We need... Not happy, guys. Not happy. Our receivers have got to run routes better. It's a combination, a bad combination. Daggy is not good at looking off the defender, and some of our receivers aren't good at running their routes. I don't know why. That's... Yeah, these... Trying to look at them. These studio lights are really bright. See? That's one of the reasons why I wear sunglasses inside. And with the regular videos, it helps with editing. Because I got to look down and look... So, instead of having to look down and look up, I can have my camera facing... My face facing the camera, and my... Like, right now, look. My face... I'm actually looking down at my notes right now. I can literally read, but you can't tell because my face is towards you. So during a video, whenever I'm reading stats, my face is like this, but I'm seeing my notes, but you can't tell. So that's another reason why I wear shades. Just little tricks here and there that help. And it looks like West Virginia needs little tricks here and there to help, because this is not a good start. I thought we were seeing some progression with the Virginia Tech and Oklahoma game, because even though we lost to Oklahoma, we actually played good. In the Texas Tech game, we didn't show up in the first half. In this game, we're not playing well to start the game. I don't... Our consistency is terrible. We have to be more consistent. Deggy needs to know the entire play, not just the one receiver he wants to throw to. Know where all your receivers are going to be. That way you can progress. That seems to be his main issue. Looks like they're going for another big... Nobody in his vicinity. What is our defense doing this game? I understand if you get beat by a guy, but this is ridiculous. Nobody took that flat route. It's basically a mesh route by the tight end. Nobody took him. Nobody. Yes, tight ends run routes too. You have to cover him. Missed tackle. You see the look on their eyes too, like, oh man, stop playing like that. Okay, even when a bad play does happen, pick your head up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Oh man, they looks like they're gonna score a touch. Stop playing with that attitude. You could see it in Aday's gesture, the way he was holding himself, that he was just like, oh man, you can't play like that. Popped it to the outside. Close. West Virginia's getting beat. That's what's happening. The defense is playing sloppy. They might give him a touchdown on that. I haven't heard about those rumors for Green transferring. It's possible, but I haven't heard it. Oh, it looks like Oklahoma's about to score. It's still 14-0, but I think Oklahoma's about to score. Yep, 14-7. OU just scored. Oh, they didn't give it to him. Okay. It was close. It was close. That's a bang bang. I don't know. I think the toe hit maybe just before he touched, but that was close. That was a good effort. Good effort. Big stop here would be nice. Would be nice. We'll see. Looks like a touchdown. Touchdown. Awesome. Playing from behind again. Love it. Uh, oh my goodness. Score update. Oklahoma did just score a touchdown, so it's 14-7. Meanwhile, in this game, Baylor is now up by 2 touchdowns. Usually, we can at least rely on our defense. Our defense is not doing good right now. (21-7) Baylor. Not the start that I wanted. So if they bring Daggy back on the field, you're not watching the stream anymore? Thanks for punishing me. I do try to wait till the end of the game before I'm too critical. Because even last week, we were down 17-7. And I thought, or 17-0 at halftime. And I thought about doing a halftime video of, Texas Tech is going to crush West Virginia. We're going to lose by 5 touchdowns. But it's like, we got a whole second half. And, yeah, we still did end up losing. But we did come back and tie it. So, I mean, it's not looking good right now. And maybe we do get blown out. The way we're playing, it looks like it, but it's still only the first quarter, so I'm going to hold my total, verbal thrashing for a little while at least. We'll see, but our defense has got to play better. This is 21 points in 1 quarter. That's bad. That is bad. Thank you. Is that Welky? Thank you, Welky, for your $2 super chat. He says, let's go. Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, that would be nice. But we got to start playing right now. We're not. Baylor man is in McLean Stadium, so he's actually watching this Baylor beatdown right now. I do agree. Neil Brown needs to be playing the right players, not... I do agree with that comment. Good comment. You don't owe them anything. If they're not playing up to standards... Oh, Baylor has outscored their opponent 63-24 in the first quarter, so at least this isn't abnormal. Yeah, we did adjust in the Texas Tech game. We were down 17-0 at halftime. We did adjust, so Neil Brown can't adjust, but our defense has got to play better than this. This is a nightmare. Yeah, our offensive line. Good swing pass, and he actually completed it. How about that? Yeah, I picked Tennessee over South Carolina. Who was it that picked USC Junior? Was it Lou or... I think somebody else did. I think Tiger Baskins picked him as well. I'm like, are you crazy? Tennessee crushed Missouri on the road last week, and South Carolina is not good. Oh, Baylor man picked South Carolina. It's a lot of game to be played, but I just didn't understand people picking South Carolina in that game, especially the way Tennessee looked last week. That was Garrett Green, by the way. Oh, I didn't know that. Neil Brown recruited Garrett Green while he was still at Troy. Okay, that's cool. If you're watching game to game, though, you what? Daggy, what are you doing? Our offensive line has got to protect more. That's one of our biggest issues. He had the underneath route on the corner. Didn't see it, I guess. Oh, yeah, and people were... Florida was going to finish second in the SEC East. I dropped them down to all the way to 4th place. I had Kentucky second, Missouri third. That's not looking good. I was wrong about Missouri. But Tennessee... Didn't see that coming, but I did have Florida finishing 4th. They could finish 5th if they keep playing the way they're playing. But, yeah, I definitely didn't see Florida finishing 2nd. Kentucky was clearly the second best team in the SEC East. That was a penalty. Why did they not call that? Or did they call it? They did call it. Okay. Drive is still alive, guys. They actually called that. They showed a replay, and the ref didn't want to throw it. He's like, it's too obvious. I have to throw it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of help. It is what it is. Actually, an actual good pass by Daggy. Rattler threw another interception. Uh-oh. You know, I have a previous on this. Hold on. Let me check that real quick. What? That's not the right one. Oh, Arkansas was the first to score in the other game, so their 4-quarter drought of not scoring a touchdown, it might have been 5 quarters, but they were completely shut out. Hold on, I'm trying to find I thought I had it on the right channel for Texas, Oklahoma, but I didn't. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh. ABC picked up this Big 12 game. And it looks like Texas just scored. Uh-oh. Yeah. So Rattler throws an interception, and Thomas. Nice throw. 21-7. Texas goes up. So it looks like Oklahoma is in the same situation as West Virginia. Never thought I'd say that. Oh, and if you came across this stream and you're not a subscriber, give it a try. See what you think. Hit the subscribe button. I actually do college football videos every day. 15 months straight now. Haven't missed a single day. So if you like college football, it's worth at least a look. You can always unsubscribe. And Daggy gets thrown down. Dude! Let me see what the offensive line did here. Nobody. Okay, that wasn't on him. Nobody picked him up. Yeah, the running back just did not see him at all. Good gosh, guys. Another sack. So we went from Austin Kendall throwing interceptions 24/7 to now getting sacked 24/7. So, probably Wyatt again. No, that's not Wyatt. Our edge blockers are not doing well at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tennessee's actually looking really good now. Tennessee could be on their way to getting ranked. Wow. They used to be confident and borderline cocky, but now he has no confidence. Did he call a fair catch? I thought he called a fair catch. We have to get a stop here. Tennessee 28-0 over South Carolina. I mean, we really shouldn't be surprised because of what they did to Missouri last week, but I am a little surprised, not going to lie. Not going to lie, I'm a little surprised about that. All right, defense. This is the drive. You have to stop them. You have to. You have to stop them. Looks like second down and 10, ball and 21, Baylor ball. Playing like a fence for the linebackers. Looks like 3rd down and 6 now, so gotta hold them right now. Have to hold them. Yeah, unfortunately, Daggy does come back next year, but I don't know. I think Nico will get the majority of the starts. Unless he... We'll see. Y'all have to cover them at the line of at the 1st down line. And Baylor knows that you're not doing it. So all they had to do is throw it to the person who stops at the 1st down line, and they... y'all know where the sticks are. Why are y'all playing that far behind them? I'm not understanding this. Man. Over pursued him. Over freaking pursued him. Where did our defensive fundamentals go? I mean, I know we're not a good offensive team. I have accepted that, but our defense is not playing good right now. I don't know what's going on, but they're not. Another first down. Tap Sports. What's up, brother? Tough season for you guys so far. I know that feeling. Yeah, Clemson is having a surprisingly massive letdown year this year. I thought DJ was going to be a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he has the tools, but his decision making is not good at all. I don't think you missed anything. It's still 21-7. Baylor does have the ball. Our defense has got to buckle up here. This is, at least our defense has always given us a chance, but in this game they're not looking good at all either. So I don't know. Michigan fan, my bad. Yeah, I knew that. Michigan's doing good this year though. I did predict Nebraska to upset Michigan, but, you know, I could be wrong. Hopefully I am wrong. I'm just seeing Nebraska is playing much better. I know they're 3-3, but, you know, they're looking good, and it is at Nebraska. So it's one of those games that could be ripe for an upset. We'll see. Yeah, I think Nebraska is a bowl team this year. But they probably have to beat Michigan to get there. So this is a big game for Nebraska. So now Fox has two shows that are basically the same. The Masked Singer, where somebody comes out in a costume. And then now Alter Ego, where somebody is creating a virtual character and singing. So either way, who they are. So I never got into the Masked Singer, so I don't know. And I'm not saying it's bad. It could be really good. I've never gotten into that. By the way, still on the road to 5,000 subscribers. We're about 800 away, so we're getting there. I can't promote my videos on Facebook until Monday, so I definitely need y'all's help sharing my videos. That's my main platform. That's where I can get the most eyeballs, exposure. Thank you, Solo Road, for the $2 super chat. He says, might be a long day for Golden Blue Dude, GBD. Yeah, it already is. Could get longer. I'm not liking this at all. Might see another meltdown. I think Neil Brown is our offensive coordinator. I think. I might have to go back and look at that. Yeah, that's the big question. If we do get rid of Neil Brown, who do we get? I don't know. Good stop. That was a good stop. Yeah, looking good at all. West Virginia should have beaten them. Another touchdown by Texas. Wow. Long season for Oklahoma as well. Oh, yes. There you go. That was a good play by the defense. That's what we needed. Darius finally showing up. We needed that very, very badly. Boom. Nobody even. You see the offensive lineman after he went down? What? Where'd that guy come from? Was he even on the field? I didn't see him. All right, so at least we got a punt out of this. That's good. Oh, be careful. Oh, touchback. I thought they were going to pin us. So 2 good things happened to us. We got the sack and they didn't pin us. So we need to build off this. Time to have a good stretch now. We got our bad stretch out of the way. We always have a bad stretch. Now let's put together our good stretch. Golden Bluted for head coach. I'd take the job. If they offered, I'd take it. The headlines after every loss would be Golden Blue Dude head coach for West Virginia has another aneurysm. Take him to the hospital for the 3rd time this season. I try not to let football affect my health. I just can't help it. I get super into it. I mean, I recover quickly. Like the next day, I'm fine, level-headed, whatever. But in the moment, man, I can't. Let me go check the Oklahoma game real quick. $28-7. Are they still in the first? I think they're still in the first quarter. I did not see your comment about the group of 5 teams making the CFP. I must have missed that. Kennedy Brooks trying to be patient, but there is nothing there. End of the first quarter, Texas up 28-7. Can't say that I saw that coming. I did predict Texas to win this game, but 28-7. That is not good. If somebody would have told you Texas beating Oklahoma worse than Baylor beating West Virginia at the end of the first quarter, would you have believed them? Well, maybe, because, 1 point worse, 2 points, but okay, how about this? If somebody would have told you Baylor beating West Virginia at the end of the first quarter by 2 touchdowns, but Texas will be beating Oklahoma by worse, would you have believed that? I would have not. Just being honest. Now, I wouldn't be surprised that Texas would be winning, but by 3 touchdowns, yeah, I would be surprised. Rattler looks lost back there. They just nailed it. He's rolling out nonchalantly and eliminated any shot of his receivers staying open if they're getting open. Not good. 3rd and 9. Still 16 seconds left in the first quarter for Texas. Handoff to the running back. I think he's still short. No, he might have gotten the first down. All right, let me flip back. What you need? Hold on one second, guys. I gotta get something out of the back of my phone. Oh. Wrong thing. Never mind, I didn't need to do that. But it still happened, so. Hold on. I told y'all real life happening here. And West Virginia has to punt. Yeah. Not much left, but they both do. I don't think so. I think we're good. I don't remember. Probably more paper plates too. Okay. Grocery trip. But yeah, West Virginia has to punt it away. Not good. We actually do need that a lot. Very badly. Will Oklahoma come back? No. No. I think West Virginia has a better chance of coming back than Oklahoma, and I don't think West Virginia's coming back, so there's your answer. Man, 21-7. I was hoping to bet for a better start than this. This is not what I wanted. And Baylor getting the ball back. Long day so far. Yeah, Ohio State was a 21-point favorite, and I did lay the points on that game, so keep scoring, Buckeyes. I need you to keep scoring. Beat them by 30. Might be over there. Yeah. I think that's it. Love you. I'll text you if I think of anything. Alright, so they're heading off to the store to get some things. Yeah, so my studio, which I've done a walkthrough through my house, basically my bedroom, and it's a really, our bedroom is bigger than our living room. Like it's freaking massive. And it's at the very back of our house, so that's where my studio is. And the kids wanted to hang out with us last night, so we let them sleep on. We have a couch in here, so we watched a movie last night. Let them sleep on the couch. So if you hear a lot of noise, that's why. And we had to make a store run, so 21-7, second quarter. At least we did flip the field. Should have been an interception right there. That would have been big. That would have been big. Yeah, when the ball goes in the air, you have to know where it's at. You have to be alert for that. First down, Baylor. Baylor's winning 21-7. Yeah. Our defense, we already know our offense has struggles, but our defense is not playing good today. Yeah, I don't care how well Maryland does now. I actually picked Ohio State and laid the 21, so I'm actually hoping Ohio State beats them by 30 or 40. Like right now, I mean, we're 2-3. That doesn't prove anything if Maryland turns out to be good or bad. I don't care about them anymore. Now I'm just making spread picks, and I laid the 21, so hopefully Ohio State smashes them by 30. Another big play. Got him. What the heck is going on with our secondary? Third big play like that. Third. Not first, not second, third. Fat Dad with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Guy, just admit that Neil Brown is a garbage coach. He won't bench Deggy even after all his constant mistakes. I don't think he's a garbage coach, but I do think it's making him look really, really bad playing Deggy as much as he is, because Deggy is not a good quarterback, and the season is getting lost as we speak. That should not have been a touchdown, by the way. We're losing the season as we speak, so what are you trying to save? Nothing. Put Garrett Green in there, and if we lose, we lose. At least we're building towards something. With Deggy, we're not building towards anything. We want to get to a bowl, yes, but Deggy is not going to get us to a bowl. So, yeah, I agree. It's making him look... I don't think that was a touchdown, but I guess he had enough control for long enough for it to count. You know, I'm trying to have Neil Brown's back, but his personnel decisions are really getting on my nerves. Like, Deggy over and over again. He's not a good quarterback. Just admit it. He's not a good quarterback. Offensive line needs to block better, and Deggy needs to learn how to use progressions, and he's not good at that. Potential targeting on the personal foul, roughing the passer. Yikes. He didn't launch himself. Alright, good no call. He didn't launch himself. Alright, so now we are getting beat by as much as Oklahoma's getting beat. 28-7. This is embarrassing. So here's why Deggy needs to be benched, okay? Our offensive line is young and inexperienced and can't hold a block for more than half a second. Jarrett Deggy is not good at scrambling and extending the play. At least Garrett Green can do that. So acknowledging that our offensive line is bad, we all know that. We need a quarterback that has legs. Jarrett Deggy doesn't have legs. I don't care if Jarrett Deggy is better at throwing, even though I disagree. But even if he is, I don't care about that. He can't extend the play long enough to make a good throw. And he can't throw a freaking simple screen pass. That's a problem. If a quarterback can't throw a screen pass, stop putting him in. Yes, I do agree. Put Garrett Green in. Now, if our offensive line could hold blocks and give Deggy time to throw, then I would think about giving him a shot, because he does have the better arm. But the offensive line is not very good right now. Put in a quarterback to where at least it offsets that a little bit. A quarterback that can get out of the pressure whenever it collapses. It puts pressure on the defense, not on our wide receivers to get open immediately. There's too much pressure on our wide receivers to get open immediately, and no pressure on the defense. You have to flip that. You have to put pressure on the defense and take the pressure off our wide receivers. So yes, put Garrett Green in. Even if he makes rookie mistakes, so what? That's what giving him experience will push out of him. Let him make his mistakes and move on. Deggy is making rookie mistakes, and he's not a rookie. At least Garrett Green has an excuse. My gosh. There is no excuse to not put in Garrett Green and keep in Garrett Green. Deggy probably makes more mistakes than Garrett Green, and he doesn't have an excuse. Garrett Green, he actually has an excuse. He's young, but give him game experience so he can work out of those mistakes. It's the same stinking thing going on at Georgia. Why is he not playing his backup quarterbacks behind Stetson Bennett and giving them opportunities? Stetson Bennett is not a good quarterback, but now you're stuck with them because in garbage time, when you took out JT Daniels, you put in Stetson Bennett. So all your new quarterbacks have no experience because you kept giving it to Stetson Bennett. Yeah, I haven't seen any snaps for Will Crowder except for LIU. What's going on with that? If you need to turn your offense into an RPO with Garrett Green, turn your offense into an RPO. Our current offensive scheme isn't working. Change it. Even if you have to learn as you go, even if you don't have a complete game plan with it, that's fine. Can't even get it over the offensive line. The guy was open, or the defensive line. The guy was open and he couldn't even float it. Deggy has no touch. Watch this. Guy was open. Threw it straight into the defensive guy. What are you doing? Now we're in 3rd and 7, down 28-7. Makes no sense. Deggy is done. He's done. First down, I'll take it, but I stick behind that comment. Deggy is not the answer. Even if somehow we come back and tie this game, we're still down 28-7. That's all that needs to be said. It shouldn't have got to this point, is my point. Oh, good tackle break for Easdale. We need so at this point, our offense needs our wide receivers to break tackles and make plays because our quarterback's not going to do it. So all the pressure is on our wide receivers. But it is. I'm sick of watching this garbage that I'm with the WV logo. Garbage. Looks like our offense is getting to one of those streaks we have. I mean, we do have good streaks. I'm going to admit that, but we also have bad streaks. The bad streaks have to go. I'm happy when we get into these good streaks, but there's also a yang to that. We have bad streaks. Why? don't understand it. As a West Virginia fan, even when we lose, I still want to see a good product on the field because they're wearing the Flying WV. That means something to me. So when I'm looking at garbage on the TV, that offends me. Because the rest of the nation is seeing this team that's wearing the Flying WV and it looks like garbage. First down. Good effort by the wide receiver. Right now, West Virginia's down 28-7. Good second effort by Bryce Ford Wheaton. I know he muffed a punt a couple of games ago, but that dude has take it to the house capabilities every single time. Put him back there to field the punts. If he muffs it, he muffs it. It happens. I'm not happy when he muffs it, but I think he's only muffed it once, maybe twice, but he's also taken one to the house and a second one 90 yards, and he has that explosive capability to take it to the house every time he's back there. And why did he throw that high? Wright was right there. Look, right there. But he threw it high and behind him. He was right there. He had him. He was in front of the coverage. But he threw it behind him. Instead of throwing people open, he throws people incomplete. Another one. And he's setting up his wide receivers for a beheading. He's staring down his receiver and throwing over them or behind them. Garbage. He's a garbage quarterback. $28-17. What did I say? Seriously, I try not to cuss. What did I say? Jeff Graham, man, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm glad to see you in the chat, man. Did I really say a swear word? Because I try not to. That's one thing that I try not to do is cuss on my channel. So let me know what cuss word I said, because I'm honestly not aware of it. Oh, that's a good game. Yeah, because that's at Iowa. I forget. Yeah, I am angry and I'm yelling, but I don't think I swore. Am I supposed to not yell when I'm mad? Like, I'm not a robot. I'm going to show emotion. I mean, seriously, that's insane if you expect me not to be mad. By the way, comments, as long as you're not racist and stuff, you're allowed to cuss. I mean, I know kids are watching, but this is an adult YouTube channel. So, I'm not censoring you. I mean, as long as you don't get out of control, you're allowed to cuss. I try not to cuss myself. That's just not me, but I don't look down on people that cuss. I understand it. I have friends that cuss all the time. I do understand that kids are watching, but this isn't a kid's channel. So it is, you know, there's a possibility of people cussing. I mean, it is what it is. I try not to cuss. Yeah, he's just a troll. I'm not acting like a child. I'm mad because of some things that made me angry. So you're trying to be there in the comments and acting like I'm supposed to be a freaking robot and not be mad whenever my team does stupid things. If you don't like me being angry, leave. I'm allowed to be angry. So, no, I didn't cuss. Yes, I am angry. Why? West Virginia's playing like trash. You are making me want to cuss more than the game. I must have missed something. Did they miss a field goal? I clicked over to the Texas-Oklahoma game, and I clicked back, and I saw Casey Legg walking off the field like he missed a field goal. Did he miss a field goal, or did he make it? I missed that. Maybe I just saw it wrong. Okay. So it's 28-10. Still getting blown out, but not by much. Not as much. 18 points, not good. Yeah, I understand trolls, and I try not to let them bother me, but like accusing me of doing something that I didn't do and then saying, "Oh, there's kids watching, you shouldn't get angry." That's just stupid. You're ignorant for saying that. You're dumb. Everybody gets mad. He got out to the 25. That's not a terrible kick coverage play. Oh, if you don't like somebody getting upset at a football game, you should absolutely not watch this live stream. I'm just telling you right now, you should absolutely not watch this live stream. Because, yeah, I get mad. Just like every other normal person that watches football games whenever their team's playing. So, basically, you're asking me to not be normal. That's insane. You're insane. Yeah, I do think West Virginia can come back. I had these same emotions going into halftime last week when we were down 17-0 and we came back, still lost. I get it, but I mean, we do streak, so yeah, I do remember Jake Kelchner, by the way. That was the year where we had a two-quarterback system. Jake Kelchner and Darren Studstill. 93, went undefeated. Had a chance of a shared national championship and blew it against Florida. Is what it is. Appreciate the super chat so far, too, by the way. Financially contributing to the channel definitely helps. So, want y'all to know, hold on, let me see. I know Fat Dad did one. I think the angry... Let's see. Fat Dad. Saw that one. Oh, that was a chance for West Virginia. I want to make sure I say the right people. Fat Dad. Welky. I remember you. And there was one other one. Welky. Sorry about the phone shaking. I don't have internet yet, so I'm having to use my phone, unlimited data. There was one other person that super chat. Dadgummit, I missed it. But Welky did one, and Fat Dad. I just want to show appreciation. There was one more. Oh, here it is. Solo Road. There we go. Welky, Solo Road, and Fat Dad, I really appreciate contributing to the channel. Every little bit helps. And I'm getting real internet, actual internet soon. So my live shows, the intro is going to be much better. I have an animated logo for the intro. Something like what you see with Uncle Lou whenever he does his live shows. Oh, they actually stopped him. 4th and 6. There, secondary starting to play. And it'll help with my regular videos as well. So I'm excited about the new internet, actual internet. I had satellite internet, but that internet sucked. It was pretty much. It was so bad that I changed my phone plan to unlimited data. That way I could just use that to do my live shows and regular videos. And I tried using a hotspot with my laptop. That didn't work either. Why did he fair catch that at the 6-yard line? Another mental mistake. Internet provider was HughesNet. Satellite. Horrible. Terrible. Don't use them. It's the same thing. You're flushing money down the drain. It's the same thing as having no internet. So you're basically paying like $70 a month for nothing. Because that's basically what it is. Nothing. I live out in a rural area, so nobody is out here. But there's this new internet company called Blue Ridge. They're running fiber wire, so it's going to be great internet. I'm excited about that. We need a nice drive here to get back in the game. Eat some clock and score. That's what we need right here, right now. And also, if y'all aren't part of the score prediction contest for my Patreons, just go to my Patreon page, join. If you join Blue membership, you get 1 guest per week. Gold membership, 2 guesses per week. Another freaking sack. And if you join the championship or champion membership, 4 guest predictions per week. And I give out $20 every single week. Which, Paul Riggs, you won this week's, but I haven't gotten your address or PayPal or Cash App, however you want to get paid. So I need that information. You're the only person that I'm missing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have fiber. So I'll be hardlined. He likes to run the draw on 3rd and long. That's basically giving up. At least try to run a quick out or something. So if we can hold Baylor here, we will go down in halftime by 1 more point than what we were last week. Last week we were down 17-0. This week we would be down 28-10. So we would be down by 18 points, and last week 17 points. Mike Powers. All right, I understand, bud. Have a good day. We went from a great road team in 2019 to now a terrible. Road team. Good punt coverage, so there's a plus. I don't know why he's here then if he's a Pitt fan. I mean, I guess he just wants to talk trash about West Virginia, which I'm already doing that because look at the product on the field. It's bad. Let's see if Oklahoma... So Texas does have the ball, but it's still 28-17 right now. Trying to claw their way back in. Doing better than West Virginia. If we get a good stop on this possession, this 3rd and long, I would call a timeout if I were the coach. So this play determines whether we call a timeout or not. We're down to 2 minutes left. Yeah, and they're running the ball. So, timeout, man. Timeout. Why are you not calling a timeout? I will say, that's one thing that I'm very critical on about Neil Brown. His timeout, his use of timeouts make no sense. Why would you not use a timeout right here? Do you not have confidence in your defense to stop Baylor on a 3rd and 8? But even if they don't, oh well. At least you're having faith in them. By not calling a timeout, you're not showing faith in your defense. And they run the ball, the option. Surprise, surprise, we stopped them. But now we have less time. And he's not calling a timeout right now. What are you doing? We could get the ball with 2 freaking minutes. But instead, you decide to not call a timeout, and we're taking 2 timeouts in with us to halftime. This makes no sense. Timeouts don't roll over into the second half. Why didn't you take one there? Actually, you should have taken 2. You should have taken one after the 2nd down run when it was 3rd and 8, and then you would have stopped them there with their offense. But that is stupid time management right there. And that's what cost us the game against Oklahoma, and that's what cost us the game against Texas Tech. Clock management. Now that was at the end of the game, but this is the same thing at the end of the first half. I don't understand it. This makes no sense. Unbelievable. Now there's 29 seconds left. I guess his plan was to run the clock out, not try to gain another score. So we could have got the ball our own 25 with 2 minutes left. Could have at least gotten to field goal range. Unbelievable. That one baffled me. I don't understand that one. And it's the same type of situations at the end of the Oklahoma and Texas Tech game when he used his timeouts incorrectly that allowed them to bleed the clock down to 3 seconds and kick a last-second field goal in both of those games. This makes no sense. Even the bonehead commentators are saying, got to manage the clock better. Well, duh. So, yeah, run an option and run the clock out. Let's go to halftime. And you had his chance to at least put up a field goal right there. If you would have called a timeout on 3rd and 8 with, I think there was like 2:15 left. So you could have gotten the ball back with 2 minutes left. And So even if we didn't score, you could run the ball and run the clock out that way. That's fine too. Whatever. Anonymous X with the $4.99 super chat. Dude, West Virginia ain't good. Get over it. I agree with you. West Virginia ain't good, but why do I have to get over it? Like, that's my team. They're bad, and I hate that. I can admit they're bad, but I can't get over it. That's two separate things. We're bad. Obviously, we're 2-3, and we're getting smashed right now. Bad clock management, terrible quarterback. Our offensive line can't hold a block more than 5 seconds. Yes, I admit it. We're bad. Man, here's the thing. Last week changed everything, okay? So we lost to Maryland because of stupid turnovers. We gave Maryland 4 extra turnovers, right? We still only lost by 6. That's still pushing through your mistakes and giving yourself a chance. So I was okay with that, okay? Then, of course, the blowout win against LIU. We looked good. Kickoff return. Did what we were supposed to do. Big home win against the rival Virginia Tech. I was at that game. We gave them a shot to come back. So 2-1. Didn't expect to beat Oklahoma. We put up a good fight. Lost the last-second field goal. So we're 2-2 there. Going into the Texas Tech game, things were fine. One game changed that. Last week, that Texas Tech game, that's what changed everything. Things were going at least okay heading into the Texas Tech game. Yes, we had a shot to beat Oklahoma, but I thought we were going to get blown out against Oklahoma, just being honest with you. So the fact that we only lost by 3, I was like, man, that's actually good. We might be headed in the right direction. Then last week happened. And now this week is piling it on. So that's what one game can do. One game. Last week, losing to a lesser team, Texas Tech, at home, not scoring a single point in the first half. Yes, we mounted a comeback, but we still gave up that last-second field goal. So it was the game last week that kind of changed how we're looking at West Virginia this year. And now we're looking pathetic against Baylor. And 3 games in a row. Oklahoma, Texas Tech, and even going into halftime with this game at Baylor, clock management. Where is it? That is killing us. Both of those last-second field goals could have been kicked with more time on the clock had Neil Brown used his timeouts better. Honestly, with the Texas Tech game, I would have let them score with 2 minutes left. Whether you lose by 3 points or 7 points, you still lose. At least if you let them score with 2 minutes, you have 2 minutes to tie the game. They're not going to miss a 20-yard field goal chip shot. It's just not going to happen. You're hoping for a miracle at that point. You can't rely on miracles to win games. You have to rely on clock management and your own team, not hopefully he'll miss the field goal. No, that's not how it works. Big outs. Look, I admit Neil Brown is not doing as well as I thought he would, and we might actually have to get rid of him. I admit that. But do not bring up Jimbo. I know he won a national championship at Texas A&M, but he won with some other guys' players. He's now at Texas A&M, one of the best budgets in the nation. I think he's the second highest paid coach right now, and Texas A&M is actually headed in the wrong direction. No, Jimbo, nuh-uh. We do not want Jimbo at West Virginia. Now, other coaches, Gus Malzahn, I actually might be okay with Gus Malzahn being at West Virginia. He never had one single losing season at Auburn, and he got them to a national championship one year. But Jimbo, no. Do not, no. We don't want Jimbo. Trust me, we do not want him. The only reason Texas A&M is recruiting at a high level is because Texas A&M is Texas A&M, and they already had a good recruiting base, and they have one of the biggest budgets in the nation. So if he's doing what he's doing right now, what you see on the field with that big of a budget, West Virginia's budget is much lower. No, not Jimbo. Jamie Chadwell from Coastal Carolina. Yes, I do agree with that. Ed Orgeron. No, stupid. I would go with, and I'm not calling you stupid, I'm saying bringing in Ed Orgeron would be stupid. So, I would be good with Jamie Chadwell. I would be good with Bill Napier from Louisiana. I would be good with Tom Herman. If we went after Tom Herman, yes, I would be good with Tom Herman. Doc Holliday, no, he's a good coordinator, but not a good head coach. I don't want him. Let's see. There were some other names. Crap. I like Mel Tucker from Michigan State, but he would actually be taking a pay downgrade, so we couldn't get him. But no, Big Ounce, not Doc Holliday. No. Doc Holliday has an old school mentality. He can't coach in today's game. And I'm not saying he's a bad coach, and he would be a great coordinator. He was a great assistant coach / coordinator for West Virginia, and he was in line to get the head coaching job after Don Nehlen, I believe. But as a head coach, he's not current. He's not up to date. So I'm not trying to trash talk him. I just don't think he can coach at a high level in today's game. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, West Virginia has got to learn that we have to be willing to pay our head coach more money. Luke Fickell would be amazing at West Virginia, but there's no way we could compete with his contract. He wouldn't leave Cincinnati for as much as what we would pay him. There's no way. So I don't know what it would take for us to be able to pay a coach more, but we need to figure it out. Because if we don't, West Virginia is going to always be a stepping stone for coaches until they get to the next level. And it looks like Oklahoma is clawing their way back in. Texas scored another touchdown, 35-20. So actually, they extended their lead a little bit. At least Oklahoma scored some points. So there's some news for you. Appreciate the people with the super chats. Financially contributing to the show is much appreciated. We're going to be going through some upgrades here soon, so every little bit helps. Dang. All right, so we're down at the good news is last week we were down 17-0. It was at home though. That does make a difference. This week we go into halftime down by one more point, but at one point we were. It looked like we were going to be run out of the building. So at least, maybe we have a shot. I don't know. Yes, that's a good point. Bendito Gomez, calm down. Look at your roster, freshmen and sophomores. Hoagie left no talent. Jesus, you people act like we are Texas. Yeah, I actually do agree with that comment, 100%. And I think we should keep Neil Brown, even though this season is not panning up the way we want it to. It's just these little mistakes here and there have added up, and playing Dougie is just getting on everybody's nerves. Daggy. I keep saying Dougie sometimes. Give Garrett Green and Will Crowder some experience. If we lose, we lose. At least you're giving them experience, and you're giving them time to work through their freshman mistakes. If you never play them, or if you don't play them on a consistent basis, you're not giving them chances to work through their freshman mistakes. That's the same thing that's going on at Georgia right now. JT Daniels is dealing with some injuries and some issues, and because they've only given Stetson Bennett time and experience, they're stuck with Stetson Bennett right now. They haven't played those younger quarterbacks enough to give them experience and enough time to work through their freshman mistakes. If you don't play a freshman, guess what? He's not working through his freshman mistakes. You're just prolonging, you're extending his freshman mistakes. So, yeah, I would put Kirby Smart in the same situation as far as the quarterback situation, not playing the right people at the right time. So, just for the simple fact that Georgia is playing Stetson Bennett on the road at Jordan-Hare, that's one little thing that may, I'm not saying will, but may give Auburn a slight chance of pulling off the upset. If JT were playing, especially at the high level that he was playing at the end of last year, beginning this year, no chance, zero chance. But because Stetson Bennett is starting, and they kind of, put themselves in that slot to where they can't play any other quarterback because they didn't play him during trash time in any other games. It was always Stetson Bennett. They got the trash time. That gives Auburn at least a prayer to pull off this upset. Now, I still have Georgia winning by 2 touchdowns, but the fact that they don't have a choice, they have to start Stetson Bennett, gives Auburn at least a prayer. So, yes, I 100% agree. We need to be playing Will Green and Will Crowder. Those two need to be rotating possessions. Let them get that experience. Let them make their mistakes. They're going to make those mistakes. But if you don't play them, they're not going to work through them. Who were the two players that transferred out of West Virginia? I wasn't aware of that for whatever reason. Yeah, that's the problem. People want to be done with growing pains in year 3. But I do agree, it's still growing pains, but year 3 you're like, we should be past that. I still say we need to keep Neil Brown and see what next year looks like, because next year, West Virginia is going to have probably the most talent we've had since 2008, 2009. So, even if this year is a lost season, and it might be already, it might be, I still want to see what next season looks like. Because we have, that recruiting class is loaded. Loaded. So, we need to, I'm in this mindset where even if this year is bad and we don't make a bowl, I want to see what next year looks like. And then next year, if we don't see a massive step forward, then it's time to get rid of him. But yeah, I think we need to stick with him and see what next year looks like. Yes, I do have Nebraska in the upset tonight over Michigan. My goal for West Virginia football isn't, let's get to a bowl, 7-5, 8-4 every year, and then hopefully we can have a 10-win season and get to a better bowl. I want to be competing for championships. That's why I didn't like Holgerson at all. He was a loose cannon. He was fine with being okay, but not great. And I know we're still not looking great right now. I just want to see what next year looks like. Let's get through this year, however terrible it may be, and then see what next year looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually did see that, but players transfer, and it's not like it was Darius Stills or a day or somebody like that. It hurt our depth, but we can also hit the transfer portal if necessary. It always sucks when people transfer, but if you notice, besides Tyke Smith, and he went because our defensive backs coach went to Georgia, people that have transferred wasn't really, our highest of caliber athlete. And losing Taggy Smith did hurt. But I think our defense is doing well considering what, we lost him. Now, this is probably the worst that our defense has looked all year in this particular game. We'll see how adjustments, play in the second half. Besides this first half, I think our defense has actually played good this year. Offense, man, that's where our woes are. And that's where our talent has been lacking. We really don't have any great... we have a good running back, but our offensive line is really, really young. We don't have a good quarterback. And our receivers are hit and miss. The biggest issue is our offensive line. Yes. That's why I still want to see what next year looks like. Because there are some things that you can't help this year. Now, playing Deggy, that is a thing you can help. So I do think that he needs a split playing time between Garrett Green and Will Crowder. But the offensive line, that's something that you really can't help. I think we'll check it on Thursday.
Evidently, you should be doing this. You should be doing this.
That's what I'm saying.
This was sitting on the table.
I'm hungry, guys. What should I eat?
Got some pizza rolls, pizza,
We got regular pizza?
yeah, Pringles,
That's always a good thing.
tuna, what else we got?
I can just go with pizza. Pizza's always easy, and I'm going with pizza. Yeah, pepperoni rolls. We live in South Carolina, and my mom knows how to fix pizza rolls, so I can get her to do it. Well, at least West Virginia is getting the ball back, so that does help. But if he would have called timeout on that 3rd and 8, we got a field goal. Then we go to halftime 28-13 with a chance to bring it up 28-20. So I still stand by that. He should have called a timeout there. We still got a lot of work to do. No, Austin Kendall was replaced by Jarrett Daggy. Austin Kendall was worse. That dude, an unnecessary roughness on the receiving team. Why the flip would you come out of halftime down 28-10 and commit a personal foul? Dude, what are you doing? Yeah, people like... It looks like Neil Brown is mad about that call. I want to see a replay on that call. Yeah, whenever a team starts struggling, the haters come out, the trash talk, the firing, and all that. Before last week, the game against Texas Tech, everybody was in a positive mood. So one game flipped the switch. And I understand that, but you got to look at the entire picture. And it's easy to say, you know, putting Garrett Green and Will Crowder, and I do think we should do that. But I don't think that would turn into, you know, an amazing year. I just think they need experience to work through their stuff. I'm not saying we would all of a sudden turn into, you know, oh, we could win the Big 12 this year. No, I'm not saying that. But it would give us a thing for the future, some hope for the future as far as them getting better and working through their mistakes. And I'm guilty of it too. I have knee-jerk reactions. Yeah, one game. I'm talking about our attitude as fans. Like, before the Texas Tech game, we were like, yeah, losing to Maryland, that sucked. 4 turnovers, and we still only lost by 6. And then we had a shot to beat Oklahoma. We didn't like how we lost, but we were in better spirits. And then the Texas Tech game happened. And that's when everybody just started getting on the, you know, Neil Brown needs to go thing. Gomez just, they're frustrated. I understand. They're going to say what they're going to say. And I get frustrated too. So we got the first down, but it looks like there's going to be holding. Yep. So now it's 2nd and 9 with that penalty. First down. The thing that really gets me is we see two different teams. Like, there are stretches where it looks like West Virginia can't be stopped on offense. I mean, they come out in the third quarter against Texas Tech, and they score in every stinking possession. But in the entire first half, we didn't score one single point. Is that Green? No, Daggy. Dadgummit. Another flag.
Well, yeah, we need to get everything that's in there in the trash.
Daddy, I ate all my food.
Oh, is that Daggy again? Holy crap, scrambling for his life. Okay, he's showing a little bit of fight. Why does he have good stretches and then just horrific stretches? Why can't he be more consistent? I just don't understand that.
Pretty much.
It's weird. Oh yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I want out of the Big 12. We get the call. You can always tell we don't belong in the Big 12. It doesn't make sense. West Virginia and the Big 12 never made sense. Good slant. Oh, I think that's a flag on the defense. Either personal foul, maybe face mask. I'm not sure. Something along those lines. Yeah, that's going to be on Baylor. Let's see. Yep, defensive holding. Yeah, even the announcers are a little confused. It's like, what? You don't know if West Virginia is going to be good from one moment to the next. I mean, sometimes it looks like they're unstoppable, and then sometimes it looks like they can't move the ball to save their lives. Looks like Garrett Green's in right now. Let's see what he does real quick. Read option, and the defense did bite on the quarterback, and it gave the Letty Brown a little bit more space. So that's another thing that Garrett Green brings to the equation. That defense has to take his running ability very serious, and it makes them hesitate just enough for the running back to make a play as well. Well, the thing is, even when the defense knows what they're looking for, like, okay, they got Garrett Green and they're going to run it. Is he going to keep it or is he going to let it go, you know? They should have went on the end around on that one. I think they would have gotten more yards. I just think West Virginia overall would have more success in the ACC. The road games wouldn't be a time zone away. You'd be around your friends and family more. I think the competition is more wide open. Man, Daggy, what are you doing, man? We definitely need a touchdown here. But points in general would be nice. Looks like we'll have to settle for a field goal. Honestly, it looked like our left side jumped. Why is he throwing it where he's throwing it? When you give your wide receiver no opportunity to catch the ball, the play is doomed to fail. At least give them when the wide receivers have an opportunity to catch the ball, they do it. We have good wide receivers, but he doesn't give them the opportunity. Makes no sense. Yeah, and culturally too. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I feel bad for our receivers too because we have playmakers at the wide receiver position. He just doesn't give them a chance to make a play. He doesn't put them in a spot to succeed. So the play is already doomed because Daggy doesn't give the receivers an opportunity to make a play. But I really think it starts with the offensive line. He does need a little bit more time, but even when he does have enough time, it's just... He's not a very good quarterback. That's the bottom line. That's a big deal. I mean, quarterback, most important position in football, period. So that's a big problem. That's a huge problem. Yeah, I agree with that, Benito Gomez. If we had a better option at quarterback, Neil Brown would go with that. My point is, I don't think Garrett Green is the better option right now. But what I'm saying is, Deggy's not a good quarterback. Why not, put in Garrett Green and Will Crowder to give them experience? Even if we're not winning games, at least they're gaining experience throughout the season. Yeah, it's all about reps. We need Green and Crowder to get reps. And that's not saying that Green is the best option right now. He's still super young and super green, no pun intended. But he's still raw.
This is y'all's anyway.
Nico, yeah. We will get a big boost at quarterback next year. And it's not just Nico, guys. We have a top 20 recruiting class. We have a lot of playmakers coming next year. That's why I want to wait and see what next year looks like.
Don't forget about your pizza.
Will y'all check it? Did you watch that game a couple weeks ago where Nico's team was down?
It got wild.
Oh! Hey, that I'm okay with. Trying an onside kick and get Baylor. I'm okay with that. It didn't work, but I like that he tried. It didn't. We failed, but it's showing he's willing to take chances. I'm okay with that. See. I think that's what all of us are frustrated at is Neil Brown being stuck in his ways, like starting Deggy, not changing the play calls. It's not that he's a bad coach. It's we want to see him take more risks. So that right there is I like it, even though we failed. He can't be scared to try things we might fail at this. We're already failing with Deggy. So even if we fail with Green and Crowder rotating, it's fine. I mean, Deggy may be the best option because of experience, whatever. But it's time to take chances. That's what I'm saying. It's time to take chances. That's why I like the onside try right there. Taking chances. You have to do that sometimes. Yeah, it did give Baylor good field position, but at least he's trying. It's showing that he hasn't given up on the game, and he's trying. I'm fine with that. And it also means that he has faith in his defense. So, we need our defense to step up right now and at least hold them to a field goal. And I'm good at that onside kick call no matter what happens on this drive. Jake Spavital, I don't know. He was okay, I guess, but I don't think he's going to be an elite coach. Definitely wouldn't want him as our head coach. Yeah, we it's our turnovers that we've got to. That was the big. Yeah, Spavital was average. He was not good. Sometimes he was downright terrible. Is what it is. So Baylor does get it in our territory. That's the only downside to an onside kick is when you miss it. But I'm okay with taking a chance. Quarterback rolling out. Hey, good stop right there. That's good. That's good. Knocked it down. No, we don't suck in every category. Our defense is really consistent. We've had a bad first half against Baylor, like worse than usual. But West Virginia has a good defense. And we have good wide receivers. We don't have a good offensive line. And our quarterback situation is a mess. That's our biggest problem. Quarterback situation, offensive line. And we have a good running back, but our offensive line is having trouble opening gaps for him. So it turns out to be no flag. What did they throw it on? Holding? Yeah, the left guard did hold. You should have called that. But no, you pick up the flag. That was a hold. Yeah, Neil Brown should be mad about that. He took him to the ground, held him. And they did throw the flag, and then they picked it up. Hate officials sometimes. They better not be throwing a flag for roughing the passer, because they hit him right when he threw the ball. Now they're going to call defensive holding on us. Did he hold him? No, he just tripped. That was not a hold. So you're blaming the wide receiver's trip on something that we didn't do. Touchdown. Our defense that we can usually rely on is not doing well right now. What are you doing? Our safeties are playing like trash today. That's the third big play that they have not helped on. No, fourth. My bad, fourth. Fourth. No help from the safeties. Where's our safeties? Yeah, this makes me want to break stuff right here. This is trash. This is garbage. I try to defend, and they just keep doing stuff like that. At some point, you got to call it what it is. It's garbage. What we're seeing on the field today is garbage. Trash. I hate it when West Virginia does this. Yeah, Baylor had a holding, and on the replay you could see their left guard held him. They threw a flag and then they picked it up, and then a holding penalty on our guy when it was the receiver who tripped. And I still don't like that the safety didn't come over to help and Baylor scored a touchdown. But that was a sequence on the refs. Flag on Baylor, picked it up, and then threw a flag on us. So we were set up to fail on that one. No, here's what I'm trying to get you to understand as far as we still have the right coach, okay? We saw big progression from 2019 to 2020, okay? And then this year, the Maryland game, I didn't like how we played there. 4 turnovers, lost by 6. But then we came back, of course, did what we were supposed to do against LIU, beat a really good Virginia Tech at home. That was a big rivalry win. And played Oklahoma much closer than I anticipated. Last-second field goal. It was last week's game against Texas Tech that changed everybody's mind. And then our defense getting torched on this game. If we rewind to right after the Oklahoma game, we're not having this conversation. But because of the Texas Tech game and getting torched on this game, he's not the right coach. Defense does not suck. No, that is incorrect. Our defense has played good up into this game. Yes, I admit they're having an off game today. I admit that. But West Virginia has had a pretty good defense this year. So don't judge them on this game. Defenses do have off games. Now, it sucks that it was this game. I was hoping we'd get a win out of this. Obviously, it looks like we're not. But overall, our defense has done better than what I expected. Last year, we had an elite defense. And we lost Tyke Smith, Tony Fields, the guy that went to Auburn as well. So we lost some key players on defense. And yes, we've taken a slight step back, but I've been pleasantly surprised for the defense. They've kept us in ball games. Now this game, they're getting torched. I mean, they are. But overall, our defense has played well. Just not in this game. Matthew Lane, WV fans want to fix our problem. Stop watching. Stop going to home games. They'll fire this stuff, dude. You know I love you, man. I appreciate your support, but that's... You can't ask fans to do that. That's not going to happen. Now, attendance is going to go down as we lose, yeah, but not like on purpose, like, oh, we're boycotting, stuff like that. I'm really surprised at how bad our offensive line is this year, though. West Virginia's defense, number one, you've only watched 2 games, and yes, they have been horrible in this game. West Virginia's defense was not horrible against Maryland. We turned the ball over 4 times against Maryland, and still only lost by 6. We gave them 4 extra possessions, and they still barely cracked 30. So no, we didn't have a bad defensive game against Maryland. This game, yes, we're having a bad defensive game. But then watch the other games. The Virginia Tech, Oklahoma, and Texas Tech games. Our defense played really good. Yeah, I'm okay. Not happy, but I'm okay. Our offensive line is trash. And Deggy has 0 escapability. You can't just have guys run free like that. Well, I mean, you always have to blame somebody, and you can't fire the players, so the natural reaction is going to be, fire the coaches. And I get it. You can't fire the players, but you can fire the coaches. So that's what people are going to say when you see a bad performance like this. Fire the coaches. No, I don't. If West Virginia keeps playing the way they're playing right now, no, of course they're not. I mean, they'd have to completely play a different way to make a comeback. Oh, man. It's going to be a long season. Let's just get through this season and see what next season looks like. If we don't improve massively next season, it's probably time to get rid of Neil Brown. Yep. The reason I say we can't fire him this year is we do have a great recruiting class next year, and if we fire him and bring in a new coach, probably 80% of that recruiting class is going to go somewhere else because of who recruited them. So I want to at least get those recruits and see what we do next year. Yes, we actually do have a young secondary. Really, a day and fortune. Probably the leaders of the team, but the rest are very young. No, they're not going to go elsewhere, even if we have a bad season, because Neil Brown has already told them what their role is going to be, and they're going to be part of the build of this team. So we might lose, one or two, whatever, that happens, but nowhere close to what we would lose if we switched head coaches. If we switch head coaches, we could lose all of them, like most of them at least. Because a lot of the great recruits that we're getting last year are offensive players. So our offense looking bad actually helps that. Neil Brown is using the tactic, look, we do need help, and you will get a lot of playing time, and you're going to help turn this team around. So, thought he was going to take it to the house. Of course, somehow there was a penalty on the defense. When we get Nico with a couple linemen, we will be really good ball team. We are trying to dig out of the hole. Last few coaches left behind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, if we don't make a big jump next year, then yeah, I'd probably say, yep, it's time to start from scratch, get rid of him. But grit and bear this year and see what next year does. That has to be our attitude. And no, we don't like what we're watching. I don't. It sucks. But we just have to get through this season and see what next year looks like. You can't be on the cusp of having a great recruiting class and be like, well, now we got to switch coaches, and then that recruiting class, goes to crap. Now a rushing touchdown. Gashed us on that one. That one looked like the Letty Brown 80-yard run against Virginia Tech. Get past the first level and you're gone. This is by far our worst defensive game. I will say that. Yeah, I agree. Letty's had one play, but that goes back to the offensive line. They're garbage. It's definitely time to yank Daggy. Put in Green and Crowder. The game is lost. Give them some experience. Who was it? Who was it that Baylor beat before last week? I know they lost to Oklahoma State last week, but they beat somebody in week 4 to get ranked. I can't remember. Was it TCU? Or Kansas State? It might have been Kansas State. I think Baylor beat Kansas State, got ranked. Then they got beat by Oklahoma State last week. Yeah, I think Baylor gets ranked again. Because in my who gets ranked video, I said if they beat West Virginia, they get ranked. Well, they're smashing West Virginia, so I think Baylor gets ranked again. Oh, they beat a ranked Iowa State. That's right. Well, I think Baylor gets ranked again after smashing us, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree, Zachary. That's why I'm saying we don't need to jump off a ledge and fire Neil Brown this year. That would set us back. I know we don't like what we're seeing on TV, especially today, but man, if we fired him, that would set us back so much, and we'd go back into 2 or 3 more years of rebuild.
Where are the light bulbs that I bought? Not today, but the ones that I bought for, I need a light bulb for the closet in there.
Daddy, I'm just giving you a heads up. You're gonna have to go to Petco or PetSmart or something.
Not today, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, Mom,
No.
you're kidding me.
You can get that from Walmart. Yeah. Wait, these are the ones I bought.
They were up there.
Oh, well, as long as they work, I don't care.
Yeah. Real life still exists too, by the way, so. It looks like he's doing what we asked, at least. Giving Green some time. Daggy, man, you're done, man. Do not give him one more single snap. Garrett Green, full speed ahead. He does not have a slow motion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's start Green next week. I think today was the nail in Daggy's coffin. I think we will see Garrett Green start next week. Could be a big move too. Could be something. Box car porn star. I like your name. But anyways, he says, well, this is the point to begin the next plan. It is dumb to fire coaches too fast, but Neil Brown needs to show us something. Yeah, I agree. That second comment, brilliant. Don't fire Brown, but force him to hire an offensive coordinator. Brilliant comment. That is it right there. Yes, I agree. And I agree with that second comment. Take our losses with Green now. Yes, if we're going to lose with Green. That's it. We need an offensive coordinator. That's what I'm saying. Firing Neil Brown is not the answer. He's a good coach. He's just not a good play caller. He's not. And he's not supposed to be. We need an offensive coordinator that will call plays. So that's West Virginia's next move. Getting an offensive coordinator. That is our next move. Yes, I agree. Let Neil Brown recruit and do the coaching stuff. Not call plays on offense. Yes, agree with that 100%. Yes. And yeah, probably whoever our offensive line coach is right now probably needs to go. I would agree with that. So, here's the thing. No, Dana Holgerson is having a 5-1 season at Houston. They're not going to fire him. I don't know if he would come back to West Virginia, but I think he would be a good offensive coordinator. Here's the thing. Changes do need to be made. I agree with that, but it's not firing Neil Brown. That's not the change that we need. And we need a good offensive coordinator and probably get rid of the offensive line coach. Yes. Is it pride why he won't hire a coordinator? I think it's just the situation he's in right now. I think we will hire an offensive coordinator. If for nothing else, out of necessity. So, yeah.
Pizza on the pizza. I did my best. She did her best. Wait, when did I get it?
Rich Rod. That's an interesting comment. That might not be a bad... I would be okay with that. It's the West Virginian fans that hate Rich Rod. Could they swallow their pride? You got to. Here's the thing. A lot of people are mad at Rich Rod for leaving. They don't know why he left. Rich Rod left because West Virginia refused to give his assistants a much-deserved raise. That's why he left. Not because he wanted more money or this and that. He wanted his assistants to have a raise, and West Virginia would not pony it up because he knew he was going to lose assistants, and he didn't want to stay if he was going to lose those assistants. So West Virginia said, no, we're not giving them a raise. And Rich Rod knew he was going to lose his assistants, so he moved on. So actually, you shouldn't be mad at Rich Rod. You should be mad at West Virginia for not doing what he asked. Hey, the defense held them. How about that? He said that he is a Michigan man for life. He only said what he was supposed to say when they hired him. I mean, what else was he supposed to say when they hired him? I'm here at Michigan, but at heart, I still belong at West Virginia. Of course he's not going to say that. People get mad over the wrong things. Yeah, people say what they need to say when they need to say it. So that's... Getting mad at that is... Come on, guys. Come on. I need another Pepsi. Well, you know what? I appreciate you guys supporting me. So, this really gives me a lot of pride and hope about my channel because I'm live streaming. Well, I'm live streaming me watching West Virginia versus Baylor. We're getting smashed, and there's still 50 people here. Y'all are awesome. Like, y'all really have no reason to be here. And yet you're here supporting the channel. So you guys are awesome, amazing. Y'all have surpassed my wildest expectations, and I appreciate y'all. Oh, they're taking a shot. Who's in, by the way? Was that Green? Oh, Daggy's back in. Are you freaking kidding me? They went for the long shot, and he can't throw a long pass. The receiver had to slow down again. And I love you guys too, because y'all are great subscribers, great supporters, and I appreciate y'all. That's why people that have YouTube channels that don't thank their subscribers enough baffles me. Like, there's no YouTube channel without your subscribers. Like, that's who makes the channel. Like, yes, I talk, you see my face, but you guys, I mean, it doesn't grow without people hitting the subscribe button. I don't, like, make y'all or hit it for you or, whatever. You guys are the one that hit the subscribe button and show up for live shows, so yeah, I definitely appreciate it. It's grown way faster and way bigger than I expected as far as 2 years into it. Why our receivers dance when all they have to do is go straight? He would have had the first down if he would have, but he started dancing. Look, stay left and go straight, not dance. Why did you do that? Yeah, we made Baylor look really good. That ain't happening. At least Boise State has an excuse. Y'all have a first-year coach. Exactly, Paul Gee. You caught the ball. You're about 1.5 yards, 2 yards short. If you went straight, you would have gotten it. But no, you dance around until they catch up and get tackled for a loss. You actually go backwards. I think Louie is doing a live stream, so that's probably why he hasn't popped in to talk trash. Neil Brown is a good coach. Okay. We need an offensive coordinator and an offensive line coach. Next year, we're getting a great quarterback in Nico Markle. Our offensive line will be better because they'll have more experience. The thing is the offensive coordinator. That is a must right now. West Virginia needs an offensive coordinator. I love Neil Brown as a coach, head coach, but he's not a good play caller. He is not a good play caller. Yeah, I do agree. The late game timeout management in Oklahoma and Texas Tech games, and then the late first half timeout management in this game, that does fall on Neil Brown. I do agree. Fourth down. That's going to be a good game. BYU Baylor. I think Baylor will be ranked, so it'll be a ranked matchup too. Yeah, this is. I think that was a bit of a classless move by Matt Rule right there. Up, what is it, 45 to 13? 42 to 13, 4th and 1 on your own 40, and you go for it. Come on, man. That was a little. That was a little salty. That was a salty move right there. Matt Roll, that was bullcrap right there. That call that you just had on 4th and 1, bullcrap. There was no need for you to go on 4th and 1. We all knew you would make it 4th and 1 this late. Our defense not playing good. We knew you would make it. That's classless, man. Come on. I had more respect for you than that. That surprises me. On your own 40, 4th and 1, up 42 to 13 in the fourth quarter, and you go for it. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I did not like that. Matt Rule. What? Who did I say? I said Matt Rule. He went to Panthers. Can't think of his name. Who's his name? What's his name? Yeah. Matt Rule went to Carolina. I forgot his name. Dave Aranda. My bad. Dave Aranda. Matt Rule is at Carolina. Dave Aranda is the head coach. But you know what I'm saying. Dave Aranda. They've already made this statement. What are you talking about? I agree. If you can make a statement against an inferior team, you do it. They already have. What are you talking about? You think Nick Saban would have went for it on the 4th and 1, up 42 to 13 on his own 40-yard line? No, he would have not. He wouldn't have. $45, 42 to 13 is decisively. We're past that point. Maybe if it was like 28 to 10, something like that. But 42 to 13, what are you talking about? They've already made the statement. I'd be saying the same exact thing if we were up 42-13 and we go for it on 4th and 1 on our own 40. I'd be saying the same thing about our coach. It's not just who we're playing against. By the way, we're getting blown out, and I'm still live. Anonymous X with the $1.99 super chat. Why did you block Waffle? I blocked Waffle because he reported me for something that he disagreed with. Not something that went against YouTube. Racism, getting personal with people. Nothing like that. I said something about my team, not Pitt, West Virginia, about us going to the ACC that he didn't agree with, and he said that I was lying to my audience, and he reported me to YouTube. Of course, YouTube didn't do anything because you're allowed to have opinions. People disagree, but you don't. That's a line you don't cross. I don't report. You can ask Talk is Pitt, anybody. I don't report a rival fan base just because I disagree with them. That's you don't do that. That's a line. Now, if they're saying, using racial slurs, getting personal, being violent, something like that, yes, of course, 100% you report them. But not just because they're a fan of a rival team and said something that you disagree with. No, you don't report somebody for that. That's stupid. That's why I blocked him. Talk is Pitt. He's still a subscriber, not blocked. We talk trash all the time. I don't have a problem with trash talking. It was so bad that Talk is Pitt told me, hey man, just remember that doesn't represent the entire Pitt fan base. He was ashamed of John Waffle doing what he did as a Pitt fan. And I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I know that all Pitt fans aren't like that. He's just a bad seed. So I blocked him because he crossed a line that you don't do in YouTube. You don't do that. That's wrong. Boxcar Porn Star, thank you for the $19.99 super chat. No message, but still supported the channel. That's an awesome gesture, man. I appreciate that. Sheer awesomeness. How about that? And it's not this channel, just this channel that has him blocked. Okay, here's the story. He went on to Uncle Lou's live stream and bragged about blocking me because he said I was lying to my audience. Well, Lou blocked him. Pete blocked him. A lot of people blocked him because you never know when somebody's going to report on you if they're going to just report on you because they disagree with you. He might be cool with you this week, but this next week, if he says something that he doesn't agree with, oh, he's lying, I'm reporting him. So all these other YouTube channels don't want to take a chance on him either. He could possibly report them because, I disagree with what they just said, lying to their audience. I'm going to YouTube reporting them. That's crazy. If people did that, everybody would be reporting on everybody. Oh, I disagree with that. I'm reporting you. It'd be a mess. YouTube would be a mess if everybody reported on everybody that they disagreed with. That would be a total mess. John Waffle has my email, refsuck@gmail.com. If he emails me, apologizes, and said, hey man, I shouldn't have did that, won't happen again, will you mind unblocking me? Of course I'll unblock him. I'm not this one and done. Like, I believe in second chances. But, you know, if he doesn't reach out to me, then it's going to stay as is. But if he contacts me and apologizes and says, "Hey man, you know, sorry about that, won't happen again," I'll unblock him. No problem. Pepsi does need to be a sponsor. Yeah, third grade tattletale thing to do anyways. Yeah, exactly. He's lying to his audience by saying that West Virginia's going to ACC. You need to take him down. That's basically what he was doing. Tombstone, to be exact. Not just any frozen pizza. If I get a sponsor, it would have to be Tombstone. They should do a special in grocery stores. Baylor has this thing. It's called a meal deal, where if you buy whatever, a frozen turkey, you get free gravy and whatever. So they should do a golden blue dude meal combo. If you buy two, let's see. I don't know which way it would go, but either you buy two Tombstone frozen pizzas and get two 20 ounces of Pepsi for free. Or the other way around. You buy, you know, two 12 packs of Pepsi and you get a free Tombstone pizza. The Golden Blue Dude meal deal. I like it. Do I think West Virginia is going to the ACC? I want y'all to understand, me saying West Virginia going to the ACC, that's not my opinion. Okay? That's what my good guys are telling me. Like, I'm telling you, they're really close to this story. And then this past week, we found out that Senator Joe Manchin, the senator for West Virginia, reached out to Gordon Gee, the president of West Virginia, saying, "Hey, do I need to get involved in West Virginia going to the ACC?" And Gordon Gee told him, "No, we're good." So, do I still think West Virginia is going to the ACC? Yes, I do. But that's not just a formulated opinion. It's because of what my guys are telling me and then the other stuff that's happening. So, short answer, yes. But I wanted to give you why I think that. Fish cheddar? No, I've tried that. No. I've tried all the frozen pizzas. Tombstone is the only one I eat. For a reason. Little over 7 minutes left to go in this beatdown. 45-13. Yeah, we took a slight slide. Well, not slide. We took a significant slide back down the mountain. Now we got to reclimb some steps that we had already climbed because we slid back down. That was a throw by Garrett Green. Boy needs to start next week. And the thing is, even when he makes mistakes, if you look at the offense, when Green is in, the offense has more energy. If anything, keep him in for the energy. Yeah, I blame none of West Virginia's failures on the defense. None. Look at him making plays. He's going to start next week. And our offense has way more energy when he's in. So, come on. It's time. I'm calling it, guys. Next week he's going to start. And he's looking really good right here. Zach Frazier, man, he's lost some confidence. He can't. You can't snap it to the right of your quarterback. Five minutes left in this ugly beatdown. It's been difficult to watch, but we're going to make it. Start to finish, we're going to make it. For us to make a bowl game, we got to come out with more energy on offense. Is there a chance? Mathematically, of course. We're 2-4. We need 4 wins. We have to be. We have to win out on our home games for sure. Face mask on the defense. Yeah. We have to beat Oklahoma State at home, Texas at home, Iowa State at home, and then the road trip to Kansas. It's doable, but we have to win out at home. We have to. Or, you know, if we can't beat Texas, get a road win against either Kansas State or TCU. One of those two. That might have been a bad call on the refs. For us. I didn't see the face mask. I saw him grab the jersey. So that might have been a bad call for them. I'll take it. Yeah, future Big 12 battle. Next week, BYU at Baylor. Yeah, that was a bad call. That was not a face mask on Baylor, but, you know. I can admit whenever there's a bad call on the other team as well. Not just when it's on us. If BYU goes undefeated, they'll have wins over 7 Power 5 opponents. It's a pretty good statement, guys. Look at him. Garrett Green, baby. Why are you not starting this guy? Yeah, he's going to start next week. No, not an onside kick, no. Yes, that last comment. Tyree Diller. Not saying the season is a scratch, but does the rest of the season be about getting the young guys game experience and see who steps up? Yes. Yes. Start Garrett Green. Rotate Will Crowder in there. If Jarrett Deggy transfers, Jarrett Deggy transfers. I don't care. Next year we get Nico Markle. We'll have an experienced Garrett Green, somewhat experienced Will Crowder, a 4-star coming in. Yeah, no more Deggy. Let him transfer and play his last year somewhere else. That's fine. And I wish him nothing but best. I'm not trying to, talk down about him, but he's not the future of West Virginia. So stop starting him. This is it. This was the nail. Done. Even if Green fails miserably, that's fine. At least he's gaining experience. Will Crowder gaining experience. And we got a freaking 4-star coming in next year who looks great right now. It's not that Neil Brown is clueless for starting Deggy. It's Deggy showed something in the offseason, and Neil Brown remembers he did have some good games last year. Like, he had a good... Jarrett Deggy had a good season last year. He actually did. And so I think Neil Brown is trying to give him every opportunity he can give him. But I think today was the last opportunity. I really do. I think Deggy has been given every opportunity possible. Neil Brown remembers last year and is hoping that particular Deggy comes back, that he was showing progress in the offseason. And I think he just drug it out a little bit too long. So, yeah, I think today is the last time we'll see Jarrett Deggy the starting quarterback. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I really do. Really, the biggest thing that Neil Brown is guilty of is giving guys too many chances. That's his downfall. He's a good coach. He's just hoping Deggy comes around. Hoping. And he's just not. And this will be his last game starting. I really do believe so. Where did Austin Kendall go? I don't even remember where he transferred to. Where did he go? Oh, Louisiana Tech. Come on, guys. Yeah, as soon as this live show is over, I'm going to make my regular video of the day, and I'm going to talk about all this stuff we've been talking about, so... Three minutes. Yeah, well, you're right. It's not all on Deggy. It's the O-line, but the problem is Deggy doesn't have the legs to get out of that. Garrett Green does. That's why Garrett Green needs to start, because the offensive line is so bad. So maybe it's Neil Brown hoping that the offensive line comes around so we see the Jarrett Deggy that we saw last year. The problem is the offensive line isn't coming around. Our running game's suffering. Jarrett Deggy's not getting the time that he needs. Jarrett Deggy needs time. He does not have the legs. So it's time to start Garrett Green because of our offensive line. It's time. No, this is not worse than Dana. No. Dana left West Virginia with nothing. Nothing. He recruited horribly, low 30s, upper 40s, and transfer. The problem is you don't have time to develop transfers, and they're not here for a very long time. So, no. We are not at the point of saying worse than Dana. This is a bad game. I agree. Offensive line, not good. But we're not there where we can say Dana's worse than Holgorsen. No. I do not agree with that. Yeah, I do basketball too. Absolutely. Yeah, Holgorsen was a frat boy. He liked to drink a lot. Yeah, Holgorsen did a 2-pump dump on us, and now we're raising his illegitimate child. Waiting for him to leave the house. He, she. Nothing new. Look at Green. At least he's trying. I'm okay with that. Immediately had to run. See, if Daggy was back there, he would have gotten drilled on the point of impact. Yeah, his teammates are rallying, even though they know they're getting thumped. They're rallying behind Green. They're like, "We got you, man. We got you." So the shift has begun. Minute and a half. I thought he's calling it a touchback, but I thought they stopped it. Good effort, though. Yeah, he was a lazy recruiter, so he had to go get transfers, which he got good transfers, but never developed them because he never recruited great. You have to build off of recruiting and develop them. Yes, I believe West Virginia we are officially seeing the transition to Garrett Green. Today was the day. So as bad as a thumping is, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's what Neil Brown needed to finally say, yep, it's time. Yep. It is officially time. Man, don't push him out of bounds. Tackle him. This thing needs to be over. Look at this. West Virginia getting thumped. Y'all are watching me watch Baylor. 60 people still in here. Y'all are freaking awesome. Y'all have no reason to be here. Nothing exciting to report, and yet you're still here. That's just freaking amazing, guys. Y'all are awesome. Awesome. $35 worth of super chats. Great live stream, guys. Great live stream. Yeah, besides Will Greer, yeah, Dana couldn't get elite quarterbacks. Skylar Howard, no. Clint Trickett, he was okay, but no. I'm trying to make it through this last minute. I'm on 15% battery. Stop pushing out of bounds. Stop calling timeouts. I want to make it fully through the game. Come on. Run. I'm down to 15%, guys. Need to get through this. Full game. The only reason Mountaineer fans think Skylar Howard was solid was because of that 10-win season. But if you go back, we got killed by decent teams. And I predicted us to get killed by Miami, and that's exactly what happened. John Park, thank you for the $15 super chat. Official Green quarterback start announcement. Yes. And he needs to announce it immediately in the post game. Do it. Do it. Don't run out of bounds. Don't push him out of bounds. I think he stayed in bounds. I think he stayed in bounds. I think he stayed in bounds. Crap. Maybe not. Oh, first down. First down. So it'll stop for a minute. Where are we at on the battery power? Oh, we're good. It's not draining super fast. We're still at 15%. We're going to make it. We're going to make it through this butt whipping, guys. We're going to make it. Why is he not nailing it? Why is he still running it? Just nail it. By the way, congratulations, Baylor. Just because I'm mad, upset, depressed, angry, doesn't mean that y'all don't deserve a congratulations. Because you do. You played well. And that's the ball game. Final score, 45-20. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're actually peaking at the end of this game. 69-71. That's the highest amount of viewers we've had at one time. So we're actually peaking at the end of this game. That's how awesome you guys are. No, you didn't have any reason to stick around. No reason. We're getting thumped, whooped, crushed, boring game, and you stuck around. I appreciate it. Over $50 in super chats. Amazing stuff, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm going to make a video on what we've been talking about and what we saw. Okay? Garrett Green, Neil Brown, the defense, all that good stuff. Going to make a video, so go check it out. But hope y'all have a good rest of your Saturday. I was definitely wrong about West Virginia have a big bounce back game. Didn't happen. We got crushed. But on to the Garrett Green era. On to the Garrett Green era. There we go. Y'all have a good rest of your Saturday. And don't forget tonight, live show, call in. We'll talk about this and whatever else has happened, all right? So we'll see you later on this evening. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Until then.